Is KFC banned? In some countries, this fast food giant, known for its secret recipe and finger-licking good chicken, has been forced to shut its doors. Why? The reasons range from political tensions and health concerns to surprising cultural clashes. But what's even more shocking is the real story behind these bans, including hidden scandals and secrets KFC doesn't want you to know. Stay tuned, because we're taking you across the globe to uncover the jaw-dropping reasons why KFC was banned in these countries, and trust me, you'll want to watch until the end. Our journey begins in one of the most isolated nations on Earth, North Korea. Here, KFC isn't just banned. The entire concept of fast food as we know it is completely off the table. North Korea's government has a strict policy of rejecting Western influences, and KFC, as a symbol of American culture, falls directly into that category. But here's the fascinating twist. Even with the ban, black market copies of KFC have reportedly popped up in the country's capital, Pyongyang. They serve their version of fried chicken under different names, but no one knows if the taste comes close to the Colonel's secret recipe. Imagine craving fried chicken so much that you'd risk visiting an illegal restaurant. The funny part is some people still believes K in KFC stands for Korean fried chicken. Next, let's talk about Iran, where KFC was banned for a completely different reason, its name. Officials in Iran believe that Kentucky Fried Chicken promotes U.S. culture, which conflicts with the nation's policies of rejecting Western influence. In fact, in 2015, authorities cracked down on a fake KFC that had opened in Tehran. The imitation restaurant had copied KFC's logo and branding so perfectly that many customers thought it was the real deal. But that's not all. Some Iranian officials even claimed that KFC was part of a broader conspiracy to spread Western ideals through food. Does fried chicken have a secret agenda? Probably not. But it does make you think about how much culture influences what's on our plates. And now, let's move to a country where KFC faced a problem that had nothing to do with politics, but health. In 2013, Nepal became a country where KFC's reputation took a major hit. Reports surfaced about contaminated food and poor hygiene practices in its outlets. The health scare led to government inspections, and eventually, KFC was forced to temporarily shut down operations. Although the ban didn't last forever, the damage was done. Many locals began questioning whether international food chains prioritize profits over public safety. Interestingly, after the crisis, KFC worked hard to regain trust by improving hygiene standards and introducing stricter quality control. But this incident remains a dark spot in the company's history. Speaking of dark spots, the next country's reason for banning KFC will shock you. It's not about health or politics. It's about local chicken wars. In Nigeria, KFC faced a completely different kind of challenge. The problem wasn't the food itself, but where it came from. Local businesses accused KFC of importing chicken instead of using locally sourced products, which didn't sit well in a country with a thriving poultry industry. These accusations led to public backlash, and KFC had to shut down several locations. But the story doesn't end there. In a smart move, KFC began sourcing ingredients locally and slowly rebuilt its presence in Nigeria. This is a perfect example of how adapting to local cultures can make or break a global brand. And speaking of cultural challenges, the next story involves religion, a sensitive topic that caused major issues for KFC in the Middle East. In Saudi Arabia, KFC once found itself under scrutiny when rumors spread that the chicken being served wasn't fully compliant with halal standards. Halal, which refers to food prepared in accordance with Islamic law, is non-negotiable for many customers in the region. Even though KFC provided certifications proving its compliance, the rumors were enough to damage its reputation. It took years of effort and transparency to rebuild trust with local customers. This just goes to show how even a small misstep or a misunderstanding can have massive consequences for a brand as big as KFC. But what if I told you there's one country where KFC couldn't survive, not because of bans, but because of a simple misunderstanding? Here's a strange one. KFC once tried to expand into Bermuda, but its operations were short-lived. Why? Locals didn't take to fast food culture as expected. The demand simply wasn't there, and KFC had to shut its doors. It's one of the few cases where KFC wasn't banned, but left because it couldn't win over customers. A rare defeat for a global powerhouse. So, what's the takeaway? KFC's global journey hasn't been all sunshine and drumsticks. Whether it's political tensions, health concerns, or cultural clashes, the brand has faced its fair share of challenges. But here's a question to ponder. Can KFC adapt and thrive in these challenging markets? Or will these obstacles continue to make it difficult for the Colonel's secret recipe to reach every corner of the world? What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.